sort of the angle. He understood so well how to play the media, and I think he underestimated when he did this how much people would put him under a deeper microscope, and I don't think he has achieved the same level of success in cultivating this new image, because I think people are so skeptical now, no one's buying it. But I think he's trying it. He's doing it to the best.
But it has worked leading up to this particular wobbly situation. But before that,
you're a wobbly situation. Oh my fucking god! Yeah, they are, dog. Yeah, dog. It's unprofessional as hell. Oh, shit, I already had one. Homies. Oh shit, I ain't even on camera. Hold on, dog. There we go. Homies in this bitch. Man, look. What's up, homie? What's up, Brian? What's up, Acid Bad? Mikkel, what's going on, Mikkel? I got some new books in the mail. This one, Stony the Road by Henry Louis Gates. I also got this one, The End of Faith by Sam Harris. Religion, terror, and the future of, what is that word? Reason. Yeah. So there's that one. I also got, these are the last two. These are the last two I got. I just do them at the same time. I got The Hidden History of Neoliberalism by Tom Hartman. There's that one. Not a very thick read, but there's that. What's going on, Henry? I'm doing good, baby. And then I got Discover the Rich History of Satanism with the foreword by Lucian Greaves. Also not a thick read, so really excited to get into these. But first things first, I'm trying to finish up this book. You look awesome with a eye piercing. Is that right? I mean, I thought about it. You know what I mean? Like, I was gonna get an eye piercing once, but I also wanted to get my tongue surgically split in half. But like every chick I ever got with was like, nah, son, don't do that. So, you know, I want y'all to see my little baffle boob. I also got this book in the mail. Atheistic Satanism. They fleeced me with this. What's up, David? They fleeced me with this. Look what look. This the book. Oh shit. This is how thick it is. It's not that thick. Every page say the same thing. Satanism is not atheism. It say that on every motherfucking page, son. Every fucking page. I got fleeced, dog. Like, they don't even say how much this book cost. I don't even remember how much I paid. It's not even a real author, Diabolus Zorilla. You know, I got fleeced, but it's so pretty. Like, it's just a nice, pretty book. You know what I mean? That's why I like held on to it. I might use it as like a journal or some shit. But anyway, so I got that. which was sort of a letdown. Need to see some Saxon soon. Saxon, I hear you. Ecuador, what's going on, dog? No tongue split. I wasn't gonna do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Tyler? Oh shit, big homie in the house. Hey, focused intent. I see you. Oh, I need a moderator. Who's gonna be my moderator, dog? First person I see to say I'll be it. You're my moderator. All right, David, it is then. Bam. Hold on, can I do more than one? Yeah, I'll do more than one. So I got Tyler and David are my moderators, I think. Maybe. I don't know. But David for sure is. Because he said it first. I like to keep my word. You know what I'm saying? Happy Saturday to you, Focused Intent. You didn't say happy Saturday, my little baffle boo, baby. Baffle boo. You couldn't say hi to me. Good Saturday. Top of the night to you, bros. All right, man. We about to get into it. Shit. I just read some shit in here that pissed me the fuck off. The fuck off, son. This is the book, Who Rules the World by Noam Chomsky. What's going on, Elmo? It's just that this is the second time I'm reading this. I'm almost done with it. It's like, damn, not even damn. We ain't even got that many pages left. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's like 15 pages left. You know what I'm saying? That's not even that deep. But anyway, so if you don't want to hear this reading, then, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to start over from this particular chapter. Well, not chapter, but this particular paragraph where I'm at so you understand where I'm from. But the title is The World's Leading Supporter of Terrorism. Let me show you. Wait, can you see that? The world's leading supporter of terrorism. If you want to know, spoiler alert, who the world's leading supporter of terrorism is, who do you think it is? Who do you think is the world's leading supporter of terrorism? I'll wait a minute for y'all to like tell me who you think it is. Who do you think is the world's leading supporter of terrorism? Supports terrorism. Who do you think it is? You said Biden. Close. You said Israel. Ooh, that's a close. That's close. That's close. Goddammit. Oh man, what other guesses we got? Afghanistan. It's on the list. It is definitely on the list, but it is not the number one. He said Saddam Hussein. No way, son. He was nope. Still wrong. You're not gonna believe who it is. This motherfucker said LeBron James. You stupid. The world's leading supporter of terrorism is the United States. How is that a surprise to anyone at this point? So anyway, let me give you the facts. I'm gonna just start reading. Here we go. Turning to the next obvious question. What, in fact, is the Iranian threat? Why, for example, are Israel and Saudi Arabia trembling in fear over the threat of Iran? Whatever the threat is, it can hardly be military. Years ago, U.S. intelligence informed Congress that Iran has very low military expenditures by the standards of the region and that its strategic doctrines are defensive, designed, that is, to deter aggression. This intelligence further reports that it has no evidence Iran is pursuing a nuclear weapons program and that Iran's nuclear program and its willingness to keep open the possibility of developing nuclear weapons is a central part of its deterring strategy. So what they're saying is Iran trying to develop nuclear weapons is only to deter aggression from the more powerful militaristic states like ourselves. Okay, let's keep going. The authoritative Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, also known as SIPRI, we'll call it, review of global armaments ranks the United States, as usual, far in the lead in military expenditures. China comes in second, with about 1/3 of U.S. expenditures. Far below are Russia and Saudi Arabia, which are nonetheless well above any Western European state. Iran is scarcely mentioned. Full details are provided in an April report from the Center for Strategic and International Studies, which finds, quote, a conclusive case that the Arab Gulf states have an overwhelming advantage over Iran in both military spending and access to modern arms. Iran's military spending is a fraction of Saudi Arabia's and far below even the spending of the United Arab Emirates. Altogether, the Gulf Cooperation Council states that Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates outspend Iran on arms by a factor of about 8, an imbalance that goes back decades. The CSIS report adds that the Arab Gulf states have acquired and are acquiring some of the most advanced and effective weapons in the world, while Iran has essentially been forced to live in the past, often relying on systems originally delivered at the time of the Shah. In other words, they're virtually obsolete. When it comes to Israel, of course, the imbalance is even greater. Possessing the most advanced U.S. weaponry and a virtual offshore military base for the global superpower, it also has a huge stock of nuclear weapons. To be sure, Israel faces the existential threat of Iranian pronouncements. Supreme Leader Khamenei and former President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad famously threatened it with destruction, except that they didn't. And if they had, it would have been of little moment. They predicted that under God's grace, the Zionist regime will be wiped off the map. According to another translation, Ahmadinejad says Israel must vanish from the page of time, citing a statement by the Ayatollah Khamenei during the period when Israel and Iran were tacitly allied. In other words, they hope that regime change will someday take place. Even that falls far short of the direct calls in both Washington and Tel Aviv for regime change. These, of course, go back to the actual regime change of 1953, when the United States and Britain organized a military coup to overthrow Iran's parliamentary government and install the dictatorship of the Shah, who proceeded to amass one of the world's most human rights records. These crimes were known to readers of the reports of Amnesty International and other human rights organizations, but not to readers of the U.S. press, which has devoted plenty of space to Iranian human rights violations, but only since 1979, when the Shah's regime was overthrown. The instructive facts are documented carefully in a study by Mansour Farang and William Dorman. None of this is a departure from the norm. The United States, as is well known, holds the world championship title in regime change, and Israel is no laggard either. The most destructive of its invasions of Lebanon in 1882 was explicitly aimed at regime change, as well as at securing its hold on the occupied territories. The pretexts offered were thin and collapsed at once. That too is not unusual and pretty much independent of the nature of the society, from the laments in the Declaration of Independence about the merciless Indian savages to Hitler's defense of Germany from the wild terror of the Poles. No serious analyst believes that Iran would ever use or even threaten to use a nuclear weapon if it had one, and thereby face instant destruction. There is, however, real concern that a nuclear weapon might fall into jihadi hands, not from Iran, where the threat is minuscule, but from U.S. ally Pakistan, where it is very real. In the Journal of the British Royal Institute of International Affairs, 2 leading Pakistani nuclear scientists write that increasing fears of militants seizing nuclear weapons or materials and unleashing nuclear terrorism have led to the creation of a dedicated force of over 20,000 troops to guard nuclear facilities. There is no reason to assume, however, that this force would be immune to the problems associated with the units guarding regular military facilities, which have frequently suffered attacks with insider help. In brief, the problem is real, but is displaced to Iran thanks to fantasies concocted for other reasons. Other concerns about the Iranian threat include its role as the world's leading supporter of terrorism, which primarily refers to its support for Hezbollah and Hamas. Both of these movements emerged in resistance to US-backed Israeli violence and aggression, which vastly exceeds anything attributed to these organizations. Whatever one thinks about them or other beneficiaries of Iranian support, Iran hardly ranks high in support of terror worldwide, even within the Muslim world. Among Islamic states, Saudi Arabia is far in the lead as a sponsor of Islamic terror, not only through direct funding by wealthy Saudis and others in the Gulf, but even more by the missionary zeal with which the Saudis promulgate their extremist Wahhabi Salafi version of Islam through Quranic schools, mosques, clerics, and other means available to a religious dictatorship with enormous oil wealth. ISIS is an extremist offshoot of Saudi religious extremism and its fanning of jihadi flames. In generation of Islamic terror, however, nothing can compare with the US war on terror, which has helped to spread the plague from a small tribal area in the Afghanistan-Pakistan borderlands to a vast region from West Africa to Southeast. The invasion of Iraq alone escalated terror attacks by a factor of 7 in the first year, well beyond even what had been predicted by intelligence agencies. Drone warfare against marginalized and oppressed tribal societies also elicits demands for revenge, as ample evidence indicates. These two Iranian clients, Hezbollah and Hamas, also share the crime of winning the popular vote in the only free elections in the Arab world. Hezbollah is guilty of the even more heinous crime of compelling Israel to withdraw from its occupation of southern Lebanon in violation of Security Council orders dating back decades, in an illegal regime of terror punctuated with episodes of extreme violence, murder, and destruction. Fueling instability. Another concern voiced at the United Nations by U.S. Ambassador Samantha Power is the instability that Iran fuels beyond its nuclear program. The United States will continue to scrutinize this misbehavior, she declared. In that, she echoed the assurance offered by Defense Secretary Ashton Carter while standing on Israel's northern border that, quote, we will continue to help Israel counter Iran's malign influence in supporting Hezbollah, and that the United States reserves the right to use military force against Iran as it deems appropriate. The way Iran fuels instability can be seen particularly dramatically in Iraq, where, among other crimes, it also came at once to the aid of Kurds defending themselves from the ISIS invasion, and where it is building a $2.5 billion power plant to try to bring electrical power back to its level before the U.S. invasion. Ambassador Power's usage in standard when the United States invades a country, resulting in hundreds of thousands killed and millions of refugees, along with barbarous torture and destruction that Iraqis compared to the Mongol invasions, leaving Iraq the unhappiest country in the world, according to the WIN Gallup polls, meanwhile, igniting sectarian conflict that is tearing the region to shreds and laying the basis for the ISIS monstrosity, along with our Saudi ally, that is stabilization. Iran's shameful actions are fueling instability. The farce of this standard usage sometimes reaches levels that are almost surreal, as when liberal commentator James Chase, former editor of Foreign Affairs, explained that the United States sought to destabilize a freely elected Marxist government in Chile because we were determined to seek stability under the Pinochet dictatorship. Others are outraged that Washington should negotiate at all with a contemptible regime like Iran's, with its horrifying human rights record, and urge instead that we pursue an American-sponsored alliance between Israel and the Sunni states. So writes Leon Weisslier, contributing editor to the venerable liberal journal, The Atlantic, who can barely conceal his visceral hatred for all things Iranian. With a straight face, this respected liberal intellectual recommends that Saudi Arabia, which makes Iran look like a virtual paradise, and Israel, with its vicious crimes in Gaza and elsewhere, should ally to teach that country good behavior. Perhaps the recommendation is not entirely unreasonable when we consider the human rights records of the regimes the United States has imposed and supported throughout the world. Though the Iranian government is no doubt a threat to its own people, it regrettably breaks no records in this regard and does not descend to the level of favored U.S. allies. That, however, cannot be the concern of Washington, and surely not Tel Aviv or Riyadh. It might also be useful to recall, as surely Iranians do, that not a day has passed since 1953 when the United States was not harming Iranians. As soon as Iranians overthrew the hated U.S.-imposed regime of the Shah in 1979, Washington at once turned to supporting Saddam Hussein's murderous attack on Iran. President Reagan went so far as to deny Saddam's major crime, his chemical warfare assault on Iraq's Kurdish population, which he blamed on Iran instead. When Saddam was tried for crimes under U.S. auspices, that horrendous crime was carefully excluded from the charges, which were restricted to one of his minor crimes, the murder of 148 Shiites in 1982, a footnote to his gruesome record. After the Iran-Iraq war ended, the United States continued to support Saddam Hussein, Iran's primary enemy. President George H.W. Bush even invited Iraqi nuclear engineers to the United States for advanced training and weapons production and an extremely serious threat to Iran. Sanctions against Iran were intensified, including against foreign firms dealing with it, and actions were initiated to bar it from the international financial system. In recent years, the hostility has extended to sabotage, the murder of nuclear scientists, and cyber war, openly proclaimed with pride. The Pentagon regards cyber war as an act of war, justifying a military response, as does NATO, which affirmed it in September 2014 that cyber attacks may trigger the collective defense obligations of the NATO powers. See, when we are the target, that is, not the perpetrators. This is the last couple of pages of this chapter. But I'm going to pause for the cause so I can interact with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to put them in that. But the next sub chapter is called The Prime Rogue State, which is us, of course. Yo, what up with your buddy, Kai Sieves? How you say it? What's going on to my Russian homies? Rules again, right. What's the publication you're reading? It is called Who Rules the World by Noam Chomsky. We are in chapter 20 of the 20... How many chapters is this? Okay, so we're on chapter 21 of, I think, 22 chapters, maybe? Like, this book ain't that... I mean, I ain't got that many chapters left. The last page is 258, and I'm on page 227. So, not that many pages left to go. Why won't it just show me all the chat? I just want to see all the chat. Love you too, buddy. All the current medical systems are based on the German experience. See, Germany got a good medical system now. Like, I'll take their healthcare system over ours any day. Because their main driver is healthcare, patient care. Here, our main driver is money, profit. So we don't really give a fuck about patients. We don't give a fuck about your health. Fuck you, actually. Like, all we really want is your money. You got money? We'll fix you. If you ain't got money, I swear I can't express this enough. Go fuck yourself. Like, you don't have money. You can straight up go fuck yourself. I don't care. Like, we'll have money and come back to me when you have it, you know. Like, that's where we're at in America. Like, we don't give a fuck. What's going on? Chair shot to the head, whatever that means. You my favorite too, Mikkel. I'd honestly prefer if our healthcare system was paid for by prayers. You stupid. That'd be hilarious. That'd be hilarious. In fact, I mean, if prayers were that powerful, why don't we just pray to never get hurt or sick in the first place? How about that? You know what I'm saying? What? Can your God not manage that? Is that too much work? You know what I'm saying? To actually get involved and act like he gives a fuck about humanity. He don't give a fuck. You know why he don't give a fuck? Because he don't exist. There's no fucking God. I can't express that enough. Like, there's no motherfucking God. Like, I've been so blasphemous my entire... the last couple of years. Like, I've been saying all kind of just reckless shit against Jesus, the God of heaven, all that bullshit. Most because I don't believe in it. It's like I can talk shit about the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus because I don't believe they exist or ever existed. So I don't give them any, like, I feel like talking shit about them is just sort of stupid, really, because it's like, why talk good about them? Why talk about them at all? They are fictional characters, like, that we attach, you know what I'm saying, meaning to foolishly. Like, there's so much shit we need to be paying attention to, for real, in this godforsaken society. Like, that we put so much emphasis on, like, Christmas and shit, Super Bowls and goddamn Twitter. Like, man, we got real motherfucking problems. You understand? That's the whole point of me reading this shit. I'm trying to like spread some of this knowledge to y'all, like, or at least recommend the book. Like, you may not be here for me to read it, but I'll be like, look, Who Rules the World, written by Noam Chomsky, and he's a very well respected intellectual in modern times. So, Hail Satan, Wandu. That's what I'm talking about. What's up, Chris? Says, I can't understand one thing why almost all people hate bassists. I'm a bassist, and almost all my relatives and friends say that I'm stupid. That's sort of a weird take because, like, Lemmy, the lead singer of fucking Motorhead, he was a bass player. He was the bassist. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was a bass player. Also, when he was in Hawkwind, before he was in Motorhead, he played bass for them. Like, nobody that I know fucking shits on him for that. Cliff Burton, fucking Metallica, you know, rest in peace, Cliff. But, you know, he was a bassist. Nobody thinks fucking Cliff Burton was like stupid or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Cliff was that shit. Boy, that motherfucker could play bass like you ain't never seen, son. Like, shit. I don't know what to told you. I'm trying to think. Is it Alex Webster? Fucking bass player of Cannibal Corpse. Man, you ever seen that motherfucker play bass? Man, if you could do that shit on a 6-string bass, cuz, bruh, like, your family member need to get it together. Like, bassists are the shit. Look at, ain't Dave Mustaine a bass player? Like, Megadeth? I could be wrong. I'm not 100% on that, but I feel he might be a guitarist, actually. But, I mean, if you can play guitar, you can play bass, in my opinion. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Nah, bruh, bassist is cool, dog. Jason Newsted, you know what I'm saying? A Metallica, or formerly of Metallica, or even fucking the current Robert Trujillo and shit. Like, man, that motherfucker cool as shit. Man, look, rock, metal, that shit can't even really exist without the bass player, bruh. Like, that shit is what gives it like that's what makes you feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what makes that, you know what I'm saying? Gives you that extra. Like, that's like saying you stupid if you play drums in a rock band. Like, what the fuck? Like, I need all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that shit is what makes this shit dope. You feel me? Like, your family got it wrong, son. I feel sorry. Like, bro, bassists are the shit here, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Bass players are fucking awesome. Larry Graham, you know, the Tom Araya and Slayer wasn't proficient, but he held down the low end just fine. Yeah, fuck yeah, bro. Fuck you, me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, bro, there's all kind of dope ass bass players, son. So don't let that shit get you down. Keep doing that shit. Who knows? You know, who knows where that shit could take you. I was watching some shit yesterday on Rammstein. Well, it was just like a clip, like advertising the series, the show, the movie, whatever it is, something. You know what I'm saying? It was like an advertisement for it. What you call it? An advertisement for a show? What did you call that shit, man? A preview. There you go. It was a preview for Rammstein and like how they got so big or whatever in Germany. Like, somebody was telling me when I was in Germany that Rammstein is like Metallica is to the United States. I was like, oh shit, that's pretty big, dog. Because Metallica's pretty big over here. You know what I mean? They like, yeah, well, this is like Germany's Metallica. And I'm like, oh, well, shit, fuck it up. Do I remember Anvil? Come on, son. Of course I remember Anvil, dog. I started to do a couple Anvil songs. It's just, I didn't think it would get that many views because I don't feel like that many people know about Anvil. Like, kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they fucking dope though, man. Hell yeah, Anvil. It's just, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I try to like expose bands that like a lot of people ain't heard of when it comes to metal, like, or when it comes to like screamo fucking, you know what I'm saying? But when I'm talking about like, but that's what I'm talking about. Like, but if it's not that, then I'm just trying to like, you know what I'm saying, hit all the shit that this generation don't know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? They don't know nothing about this Exodus. You know what I'm saying? They don't know about this Cannibal Corpse. You know what I mean? They don't know nothing about this Go Whore. They don't know nothing about this. You know what I mean? This Suicide Silence. They don't know nothing about this. There's some shit I ain't even did yet that I was thinking about doing, but I'm more of a metalhead like than a pop or than a punk head, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't do a whole lot of punk, you know. But if y'all ever heard of Propagandhi, like y'all need to check out Propagandhi if you like punk rock, you know what I'm saying? Like they're fucking dope. They woke too, you know what I'm saying? And I mean that in a positive way. But yeah, man, Propagandhi, they've been around for some years though. He said Black Dahlia Murder. You already know I done did Black Dahlia Murder already. I want to do more by him. I think I did 2. I forget what they were. One was it's like a horrible night to have a curse or some shit. I forget what it was called, but like I that's one of my favorite ones actually. Like of all the videos I did, that's probably in my top 3. You know what I'm saying? When I did that Black Dahlia Murder. Like, that's why I want to do more because like. If I've done at least 4 songs by that group, by this band, that artist or whatever, then I'll make a playlist with just that artist's songs that I did, you know what I'm saying? But if I did like 3 or less, it'll just probably be in some other playlist like kick-ass, badass, soft shit, random shit. Well, it ain't gonna be in random shit. Random shit's like commercials and cartoons and other weird shit that I do. Like technically this would be in random shit, but you know. It's a live, so it's gonna go in its own live folder, whatever, you know. Hold up, dog. You doing to do some strapping young lad. I think you meant to say you going to do. I can, you know. I mean, look, my only thing is whatever song you want me to do, gotta have a remix button. You know what I'm saying? Like when you can go to the video that has like. You know, I'm trying to think like basically you'll see it. It'll be a little tab that says remix. You know what I'm saying? It used to say create, but now they done switched it to remix. So like, if the video, the song you want me to do has the remix tab on it, then I can do it. If it doesn't have that, then I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, why y'all think I ain't did none of the new Slipknot album songs yet? Except for the ones that they released before they released the album. Like I did Chapeltown Rag. I did Yin. You know, I did, what's that other one? Anyway, I did 3. But since they released the album, none of their videos got a remix button. So I can't do none of them. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta keep doing like old Slipknot, you know what I mean? Until I don't know, maybe there's eventually enough time will go by, or they'll, you know, videos will be uploaded of those songs, wherein which I can use it, you know, for my own shit. But right now that ain't the case, so I can't do it. Ah, that's all good. I knew what you meant. Did somebody just say Machine Head? Hold on. Machine fucking Head. Did you ever do Motionless in White? Bruh, man, come on now. You know I have. I did Motionless in White so many times. They got their own playlist. Like, so if y'all on my home page where it says like videos, community, playlists, go to playlists. You know what I'm saying? And then search for your artist, because I have them arranged by artist. If you don't see them, but I told you I did it, then that means I didn't do enough songs by them to give them their own folder, their own playlist. So it'll probably go in a folder like Kick-Ass. Kick-Ass is like probably my second largest folder. You know what I'm saying? Because it's got like, because I've done so many people, but I only did maybe 1 or 2 songs by them. You know what I'm saying? So that one got like a ton of motherfuckers. A ton of my videos is in that one. So I would check out Kick-Ass. Now, other playlists that you know what I'm saying? Like some artists I done got a lot. I done did a lot of songs by them. Like Metallica got their own playlist. Megadeth got their own playlist. Slipknot got their own playlist. Cannibal Corpse got their own playlist. Fucking Judas Priest got their own playlist. I mean, there's so many. Project Pat got their own playlist. Like I done created so many playlists. I think Korn, I got a Korn playlist, Angel Maker playlist, not Tactosa, but who's my homies? Alpha Wolf playlist. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I got a lot of playlists. So just check them out. You know what I'm saying? Infinite Annihilator. Well, I don't know if I got a playlist at Infinite Annihilator, but I've done Infinite Annihilator. I did Deicide. I know I ain't did Carcass yet. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta remind me, my homie. I'm for sure gonna do it. I'm just trying to find a better song like than the one you suggested. Cause I don't know, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I'm not that big into Carcass. Like, sorry, it just is what it is, and that's why I haven't done the video yet. Like, most people request some dope ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody was like, do Spite. And I was like, who the fuck is Spite? You know what I'm saying? I looked them motherfuckers up. God damn it, them motherfuckers go hard. So if y'all ain't heard of Spite, look up Spite. God damn, son. Same thing with Paleface. Somebody told me to do Paleface. And it's like, I had like seen like the tabs for Paleface on YouTube, but I not like never actually clicked on it. But since somebody was like, check out Paleface, do Paleface. I was like, all right. So I did a Paleface song. God damn, man, them motherfuckers go hard as shit, son. Hard as fuck. Hard as fuck. Paleface. But I like Paleface, though. I ain't gonna lie, man. Them motherfuckers. Son. But that's how I feel about, like, who is it? Angel Maker. Like, if y'all ain't heard of Angel Maker, check out Angel Maker, man. I did, like, a lot of Angel Maker videos. Like, they was my shit. I ain't gonna lie. But that's how I also felt about like Alpha Wolf. I couldn't do enough Alpha Wolf, but they ain't put out no new shit in like a minute. I am really fucked. Why? What's going on? It's Spite, like how you actually spell Spite, S-P-I-T-E. You know what I'm saying? Or like Sprite, but without the R. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, check them out, bro. Check them out. The album is like got a white background with a skull in black or whatever, or they got the black background with the white skull. Like either way, man, them shits is dope. Double Whopper in this bitch. What's up, homie? Big double whop in this motherfucking name. I tried hard to like Carcass. I respect him. No, I do too, Will. Like I respect him. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like I just don't like they sound, I guess. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I also want to do like more Notorious Big. You know what I mean? I want to do more. I want to do some more Rakim. Like that might be a little old for y'all, but nah, man. Hold on. I just thought about it. Like most of my audience is my age or older. God damn it. It's a bunch of old motherfuckers in here. It's all right, bro. We the last cool generation, man. Like shit. We remember. God damn it. When the only thing it was to do outside was like go skateboard or go spray paint somebody's house. I don't fucking know. Go fucking ride your bike up stupid hills and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or just like kick it at each other's houses and shit, drinking 40s. You probably didn't drink 40s, but we was drinking 40s and shit. 40s of St. Ives and shit, getting high, skipping school and shit. Being cool, man. Like, we, you know what I'm saying? Hanging out downtown, harassing people and shit. On the same PS2. You already know, dog. Playing boss. You stupid. But yeah, man. Hell yeah. It's like, shit. Nowadays, shit. They almost don't even make games for 2 players. It's like, well, there's 1 player. 1 physical, actual on this console player. And if you want to play multiplayer, well, go online, motherfucker. It's like, damn, bro. Like, I can't invite a friend over and be him just like, they're like, nah. Have your friend get online. He can just stay home instead. It's like, what the fuck? I want to see him. You want to see him? Get a camera, motherfucker. Turn your camera on. Why are you trying to get this motherfucker to come to your house? You know. I'm just saying, bro. Hell nah. This coffee cold as fuck. Mikhail, what's wrong, dog? Why is Melanie Martinez crying when I told her I was too Metallica? What? I had an Atari 2600. Damn, dog. No, dog. My first game system was a Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? And then a Super Nintendo. And then the Nintendo 64. You know what I'm saying? I just like refused to get a Sega at the time because I was like pro Team Nintendo or whatever. I mean, how could you not? You know what I'm saying? They had the best everything. They were fucking pioneers and shit at the time. He said, hell yeah, man, Kang. Commodore 64. You playing, dog. I remember when Mario 64 came out. Remember that shit? Mario World or whatever, Mario 64? Bro, I couldn't even concentrate in school. Like, all I could think about was getting home to play that damn game. It was, it was so much freedom in the game to just like move around and explore shit. The camera angles was just all like, you could just look wherever and shit. Man, dog, you say you started on ZX Spectrum. I'm not even sure what that is. Damn, you're old, Dave. Will stupid. Like, Dave is old, dog. That's why he the moderator. So be careful. You know what I'm saying? Hell nah. Yeah, dog. That's why I be trying to do bands. That's why most of the bands for real that I do are from our generation. You know what I'm saying? Iron Maiden, Metallica, Megadeth, Slipknot. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers have been around for a minute. You know, I try to bring their music. I don't know what all this fuck shit is that would be like coming across my feed. You know what I'm saying? On the shorts. It's like, man, what the fuck is this bullshit? Like all this fuck boy music and shit. Like, where the metal at, man? Like, where the, you know what I'm saying? Like, where the real shit? Where I want the music made by motherfuckers who tear up hotel rooms and shit, get wild, crazy. Like, where them motherfuckers at? Like, I try to do that music. You know what I'm saying? Because nowadays, motherfuckers too, you know what I'm saying? Making rock music and shit. Man, fuck out of here with your soft ass. You know what I mean? Metal used to be, fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah, it used to be. You know. Motherfuckers kill me. Somebody gonna ask me, like, do you really like Metallica? I'm like, is that so fucking hard to believe? Are they not awesome? Like, I'm not saying they better than Megadeth or anything. I'm just saying they're fucking dope. Do you really like Metallica? I'm like, are you really racist, motherfucker? Like, damn, I can't like them because I'm a black dude? What the fuck? I'm always supposed to like hip-hop and shit? What the fuck? Do you only like rock music? Motherfucker, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck? First of all, let's get one thing straight. Black people invented rock music. Okay? Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? So it's just you just cause a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Or just cause a motherfucker created some shit, don't mean that somebody else can't come in, take that same shit, and then like turn it up to 10. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the fuck. Or make it their own. Like, but that didn't mean that you created that sound. Goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? And some of the earliest rock gods were black dudes. Fuck you mean? Chuck Berry, what the fuck? Chuck Berry, son? The god. Chuck Berry, the god. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me started on Jimi Hendrix. You understand what I'm saying? Jimi Hendrix, the god. Like, these is black people who Bo Diddley. These black people who've been in the music game, dog. We've been playing rock. We've been playing guitars. We've been playing drums. Fuck you mean? Like, we've been in rock bands. Like, we hadn't always just made rap music. Fuck you mean? Like, there was a whole Motown generation, if you forgot, you know. And these motherfuckers was full bands. Full bands. KC and the Sunshine Band, motherfucker. That tambourines and shit, cowbells, motherfucking triangles and carrying all these motherfuckers. Like, nowadays, shit, all you got is a drum machine and a fucking beat machine, whatever the fuck. Like, ain't no talent in that. But these motherfuckers had full ass bands. Fuck you mean? Like, these is black people. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck you mean? Look at Prince. What the fuck? Prince screaming. Ah! Like, Prince with his high voice and shit, already glam rocked out guitar legend. Fuck you mean? Like, all kind of black people in rock music. Like, it shouldn't even be a surprise to anybody that black people like rock music. Like, that's our shit. Like, we created that shit. Now, over the years, we might have even created other sounds that we may have, you know what I'm saying? Like, we like this sound a little bit more so. You know, that's fine, but that don't mean we ain't had nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. We just need to be more open-minded. Like, I'm not surprised when I hear white people listening to rap. Like, yeah, I mean, it's dope, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, how could you not like this song? It's fucking dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like when we're coming to rock music. Like, black people, look, I'm just saying, we just need to stop thinking about color. Like, that has plagued white people in America like a motherfucker. Like, y'all just cannot get past this color thing. Like, it's just so dominant in y'all's fucking existence that, like, y'all can't see anything outside of the context of color. Like, y'all need to stop that shit. Like, for real. And we too. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying it's just white folks doing that shit, nigga. I don't mean to say nigga, but, like, y'all ain't the only ones doing this shit. Like, we doing it too. Like, black people do the same fucking shit. They be like, what you know about that? When you hear a white person listening to rap who you feel like doesn't fit the bill of a rap listening to her, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, why he can't listen to rap? Like, what the fuck? That motherfucker, if it wasn't for him, hip-hop would have died a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it wasn't for white folks in the suburbs with their teenage, rebellious-ass kids going out buying NWA albums and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, hip-hop may not have taken off. God damn it. White folks made hip-hop what it is. Shit. It's only right that they get involved, God damn it. Y'all been sponsoring this shit since, you know, like, shit, fuck you, man. Of course white folks don't like hip-hop. You know. There's always going to be people who don't look like the stereotypical member of said group that like something within that group, you know. It's just how it goes. There's white people that like rap. There's people from the country who like, you know, heavy metal, fucking, I don't know, punk rock, privileged kid music, whatever, you know. But then there's also privileged kids in the suburbs who like fucking hillbilly fucking banjo music or whatever the fuck. Like, I mean, it's just, music is universal. Like, music don't give a fuck what your color is. You know what I'm saying? Hell, it's like that really globally. It's really just here in America for real, where we're just like, what? This doesn't look right. A black dude screaming into the microphone? Like, yeah, we only been doing that. Like, I mean, what? Like, we've been screaming into the mic. Women, men, singers, you know. We've been screaming, just not prolonged. We don't scream the entire song, and maybe what we're screaming isn't so vile, but half the shit that's being screamed nowadays ain't even that disgusting or vile. That's just the tone they choose to use to say the words they're saying, even if the words they're saying are harmless as fuck, you know. I'm just saying, like, we just need to quit being so narrow-minded. That's all I'm saying, I guess. You know, broaden your horizons. Holy shit. And I guess what it is really it comes down to is people are surprised if you aren't a sheep. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not someone who they, upon looking at, automatically have associated with this group, that group, that group. Just on appearance. You ain't talked to this motherfucker, you don't know this motherfucker from Adam. Just looking at him, you've already associated him with this group, that group, this group, that group, you know. And then once you start talking to them and learn, wait a minute, well, they don't fit in this group or this group or this group or that group. In fact, they fit in this group, and this group, which I had stereotypically associated with this group of people. But, you know, I mean, it's just like, come on. You know what I mean? Like, there's always exceptions to the rules. I mean, when you're talking about people, it's never all. It's never everyone, you know. Like, not all black people have a criminal record. Not all black people like rap and hip hop. Not all black people like fried chicken. Not all black people like watermelon or eat watermelon. You know, like, not all black people are poor. Not all black people smoke weed. Not all black, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're talking about a subset of a culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a small minority of those people who may have criminal records or who may be a baby daddy or whatever the fuck, you know. But the majority of us are just like you. Like, are the majority of your people fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, you could apply the same metrics that you apply to us to them, or to that group, or to that group, or to that group, or to that group. It's just white supremacist ideology that has been so baked into us without us even realizing that that's what it is. And it's so prevalent among us, we don't even notice that that's what it is. We don't even attribute that to the reasons for why we think the way we think, you know. Because we don't fucking read. But that's what the fuck I'm doing. This ain't the only book. I got plenty of other fucking books over here, you know. Music is universal. You right, Hetriani. If y'all ain't subscribed to Hetriani's page, y'all missing out. Like, first of all, if you're a Metallica fan, you are going to absolutely love Hetriani's page. Like, now, if you're not a Metallica fan, you may only kind of like it. But if you're a Metallica fan, you need to subscribe to Hetriani, dog. Like, his name is like a combination of two different musicians that he respects, idolizes. I'm not sure, but we'll just say that he looks up to. You know what I'm saying? And it's like he's like James Hetfield. His name is like a combination of James Hetfield and Joe Satriani. You know what I'm saying? Which he made Hetriani. You know what I'm saying? So he took their two last names and made a, you know. Anywho, you gotta check him out. He's fucking awesome. Yeah, that's all I'm saying about Hetriani, y'all. Just go check out his page. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you ain't gotta subscribe if you don't want to subscribe, but at least go look at his shit and be like, yeah, I can get down with this. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog, man. I'm always gonna ride for Hetriani. He one of my original supporters back when I only had like 2,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? He was there. He was there before that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always be supportive of him. You know what I mean? That's what's up. But not only that, his page is fucking dope. Like, I really don't understand why he doesn't have more subscribers. Like, I legit don't get it. Like, look at my weak ass background. You know what I'm saying? I be having a half painted ass door and shit in the background. Fucking in my kitchen or whatever. This motherfucker's background is dope. He got sweet ass shit to look at. You know what I'm saying? The painting on the wall or wallpaper. I don't know what it is. I don't assume paint. But that shit looks great. Like, the accessories and stuff. Like, he got like a room that like you would want to be in. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, go check out Hetriani's page, y'all. Good bullshit. And go give him a couple of likes. You know what I'm saying? And just be like, Dave sent me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, say that shit. Go to this video and be like, Dave sent me. Dave sent me. Or you can do even better. At Dave Murphy sent me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be even cooler. On whatever video you go to. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's one of my videos, even if it's like some other artist that, you know, that you ain't never heard, say Spike, for instance, and you go to Spike's video and go check them out, leave a comment just saying, Dave sent me. You know what I'm saying? Or something to that effect. But at my actual page, my channel, you know what I'm saying? Because then that might send other people who see your comment to my page. You know what I'm saying? You see, I'm trying to finesse this shit. You understand? I'm trying to finesse this shit. So work with a player. You know what I mean? Keep in mind, 10,000 subscribers. I love it, but I still don't get paid for this shit. Like, I don't get no money from YouTube. I don't have no sponsors. I don't have shit, son. Like, so for real, this is still just a habit, a hobby, I guess, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not a source of income in any means, but that's what I'm trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not sure if I can get there doing what the fuck I do, but who knows? Who knows? Perhaps. Get lucky. This sunlight is kicking my ass. Like, it's like right there in my face. It's like, why is it so aggressive? You know, but I'll take it. It's been cold the last few days. So, I mean, it's cold today, but at least the sun's nice. So, bad for boo. Alright, shit. Alright, I'm about to get off of here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Probably make a video or something. Like, let me read y'all comments real shit. Well, hold on. Let me see what I need a cigarette. Hold up. Take this thing with me. I can't see that. Good way to make a killing is to go from satanic leftist metalhead to Christian conservative gospel singer. Oh, hell nah, son. But you right. That's the biggest grip on earth. Like, being a conservative right-winger, man. I clean up if I start doing that shit. That shit is so easy. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have to have no truth. You don't have to be based in facts or none of that shit. Just make shit up. I mean, it's pretty much what Christianity is anyway. It's a bunch of made up fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? You either subscribe to that shit or you don't, you know. Hell no. But yeah, nah, I'm about to wait. IO. The talking points are easy to parrot, laugh mine, short, quippy, and wrong. Right. All I gotta do is be like, MAGA forever. Kanye was right. The election was stolen. Let's go, Brandon. I don't fucking. It's so fucking easy. It's so easy to do every shit. And you can just make shit up again. Like you just make shit up. Fuck it. As long as you owning the libs, that's all that matters. You know. Hell nah. That's why I can't be no Democrat, son. I can't be no Republican. Nah, B. I'm a socialist, Marxist motherfucker. Eat that shit. And you should be too, for real. Like, if you really cared about your fellow citizens, you would be a socialist Marxist too, goddammit. Why would you be a Democrat or Republican? Them motherfuckers clearly don't give a fuck about you. Like, they clearly only work for the corporations and the corporate sector. You know what I'm saying? They clearly only work for the motherfucking prison industrial complex. They clearly only work for the banking industry and big healthcare. You know what I'm saying? Like, they clearly only work for the military industrial complex. They don't give a fuck about us. You know what I'm saying? They don't work for us. Our opinions and wants and needs and votes and lobbying, none of that shit matter. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. What does Raytheon want? Raytheon wants us to buy 20 more fucking missiles, so that's what we're doing. Because that's all that matters. You know, that's all we got money for. Shit, we earmarked it for that. Like, shit, healthcare. In fact, we need some of that money back, so we can get more money to Raytheon, because they got some new missiles we really want to try out. Oh shit. This country is disgusting, dude. Like, the more you read about this country, the more you learn about this country, you'll stop being proud to be American. I'm just put it that way. Like, you'll stop being proud. Like, not only because you're realizing like what we've done, but compare that to what we're doing, and presumably what we will do. You know, because too many of us aren't engaged politically. Too many of us are bystander fucking participate. We don't even participate in the process. We just hear and shit, spectators of a sport. God damn it! So whatever happens to us is just the way it is, I suppose. You know, because God forbid we get involved. You know, hold on, let me see what you said. You'll stop being proud. Hell yeah. Assuming that you have a soul, assuming that you care. You know, I just learned some shit that in 1969, when I forget which president it was, but he had ordered basically a ceasefire of us dropping bombs and shit on North Vietnam. What we actually did was just move the bombing campaign to Laos. You know what I'm saying? People who had nothing to do with the Vietnam War at all. So we just moved the campaign over there, just bombing people, just for the fuck's sake of bombing them. You know what I'm saying? And then in 1969 specifically, the bombing got like out of control. Like, it was just like, God damn, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? When asked about the campaign, like some UN secretary, the U.S. official, I don't fucking know, some higher up, he said the reason we did it, he says, because we just had planes just flying around and they needed something to do. And it's like, oh, wow. So we just bombed the fuck out of an innocent country. It had nothing to do with us or the war or nothing. Just because we had nothing else to do. Like, that's our official answer. Like, I don't know anything more depraved, anything more savage and sadistic, while still saying that, oh no, we're spreading democracy. That's what we're doing. You know, oh, in the name of protecting America. How is it protecting America bombing a country that has no military capacity and that wasn't involved in the war at all? You know, and we just bombed them just because, fuck it, it's Tuesday, goddammit. Like, what kind of shit is this? I just listened to Angel Maker Requiem, and that is a cool song. Yo, dog, Angel Maker. I told you, man, they some dope ass motherfuckers, son. They some dope ass motherfuckers. I told you, Mikkel. You think I'm bullshitting? We really did that shit. Like, we really did that shit, and it doesn't stop there. I mean, it's if you ever read Manufacturing Consent by Noam Chomsky, or the book that I'm reading, Who Rules the World by Noam Chomsky, or Failed States by Noam Chomsky, or Media Control by Noam Chomsky, you'll see, like, bro, America ain't nothing but a bunch of fucking terroristic, sadistic, godless heathens out to just destroy and cause mayhem and murder. And like that's all we do. Like, you know what I mean? In the name of U.S. hegemony. In the name of capitalism, you know, because capitalism demands it. If there's some shit there that we need, we're gonna take it. You're either gonna give it to us or we're gonna fucking take it. You know what I mean? And if you produce it, if your country produces it, we have to be the initial benefactors of that product, not your country. Fuck your country, even though your country's the one who's producing it. So you would think that your country would be the first to benefit from those products. No. Whatever you produce, we get first. And if we feel like giving you anything, all right, maybe. But and if you don't, boots on the ground. I can assure you that. You know, like that is our official policy. Like we're just disgusting. We commit war crime after war crime. It's just a matter of course. Like, I mean, like, who cares? You know, like, because it's us. So we're gonna do what the fuck we want. We don't care how many human rights violations we engage, or how many coups d'etats that we fund. You know what I mean? We don't care how many dictators we have to install just because we didn't like how that country voted. You know what I'm saying? It's like, get the fuck out of here. Like, our country is depraved and godless, soulless, evil heathens. We're just ravenous monsters here. Like, there's no one more depraved in the world than the United States government. No one. No, it's not even a contest. Like, no one can light a candle to our savage butchery over the years in country after country after country. President after president, liberal president after Republican president, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, we all do it, you know. Depraved, savage. Like, that's America for you, though. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, how can you be proud of this country when we are just the boogeyman? We are the monster in the night. We are the threat in the dark alley. Like, we're what is lurking in the shadows. Like, we're horrible. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's not a movie you've seen yet where the antagonist was more vicious and savage than the United States foreign policy over the last 40, 50 years. You ain't seen nothing more depraved. Like, I don't care what it is. You'd have to, like, add them all up, you know what I'm saying, to come to a shred of the level of depravity that America is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just sick, man. Like, ask the people of Cuba. Ask the people of El Salvador, Nicaragua, Laos, you know, Vietnam. Ask any of these people how they feel about America. Like, there is no threat to civilization across the globe bigger than the one that we pose because of our might, you know, because of our just depraved level of sedition, like sadistic. Like, we like Jeffrey Dahmer and Gacy, Bundy, and Gein all wrapped up in one. You know, like, we just horrible people we are, you know, just horrible. This country, I mean, not individual people in the country, I mean, the country as a whole. Like, and it's not even mostly our fault. Like, a lot of us don't even know the truth because the media has decided that certain voices count as news and others don't, you know. And if those others don't go along with the corporate agenda, well, they can shut the fuck on up. You'll never hear it from us, you know. We only platform people. That's why you ain't ever seen Noam Chomsky on, like, CNN, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? MSNBC. Like, they ain't about to bring him on. They know how much of a critic he is of the U.S. and it's foreign policy or it's fucking national policy. Like, shit. Anybody that's talking about, nah, son, they ain't putting on their channels, like, nah, B. Hell nah. They fucked up when they let Andrew Callahan on and shit. Made Don Lemon look like the bitch ass he is. Don Lemon get on my fucking nerves, man. He got such a punchable ass face. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don Lemon with the fake news, you know. Because CNN is fake news. Fuck them. They got agendas just like all of them. But Fox News is fake news. MSNBC, CNN, all of them, goddamn. All mainstream corporate media is fake news, you know. Fuck out of here, dog. Because they all got an agenda that they won't tell you about. They won't tell you, like, well, we have an ideology. You know, this is where we stand. We're coming from more of a liberal leftist, you know, or more corporate friendly, you know. No one's going to ever tell you that. Like, so they're full of shit. Like, y'all don't represent the average Americans. You only represent Wall Street and stock market motherfuckers. Fuck out of here. And that's all of them. That's Fox. That's MSNBC. That's goddamn all of them. All of them. You know what I'm saying? They're all full of shit. You know what I mean? So if you ever watch anything that got Noam Chomsky on it, you should probably watch that. You know, like if it's a news outlet, watch them. They probably doing real news, you know, like Democracy Now, for instance. Like Democracy Now is the shit. Like, and if you want to get real news about what's really going on and who gives a fuck about January 6th, god damn, I'm tired of hearing about that shit. You motherfuckers brought it on. Y'all brought on January 6th, and we all supposed to give a fuck about it? Well, motherfuckers, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Like, shit. I don't feel like they did enough, motherfucker. How about that? I don't feel like they did enough. I don't give a fuck about no goddamn January 6th. I don't give a fuck. Like, how could I? Like, y'all motherfuckers did that shit. Y'all stoked all this anger, all this resentment, all this bullshit fear with all your lies and all your propaganda, and that shit all came to a head. What did you think was gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, while y'all was all safe and secluded in your little fucking offices, thinking that us peasants couldn't reach you. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I was there. I had nothing to do with January 6th. Shit, I barely leave Ohio. But I'm just saying, like, us meaning regular citizens. You know what I'm saying? You thought you could just keep doing this shit and have no consequences. And then they come and attack you motherfuckers, and you're like, well, what? Oh my God, we need to investigate. I'm like, motherfucker, investigate yourself. How about that? Investigate yourself. That's because nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about the corporate media and the corporate fucking sectors stoking of all this division and anger and resentment, you know. And then with your lies, just your brazen, outright bullshit, fucking twisting of narratives, and your outright lies. Remember when Nancy Pelosi was like, Joe Biden can't just give you minimum wage. He can't just do that. You know what I'm saying? It has to go through Congress. And that was a bullshit, bold-faced fucking lie, and she knew it at the time she was saying it. Like, he could just executive order that shit. That's straight up. Straight up. He could just do it. He doesn't need Congress's approval. But she gonna straight up tell us that lie. So what was you gonna do when he then proposed, I'm just raising minimum wage? Then what? You ain't say nothing then because you knew your motherfucking ass was lying when you said that last time. Like, get the fuck out of here. Or no. No, it wasn't the minimum wage. I'm sorry. It wasn't the minimum wage. It was the student loan debt. When she said he can't just wipe that out. Yes, the fuck he can. Yes, he can. You know what I'm saying? He literally could just do it. He didn't need Congress's approval to wipe out student loan debt. But his bitch ass couldn't even get that done. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm just saying, like, the motherfuckers don't represent us, man. Nobody. Not none of them. Not none of them. You know what I'm saying? They all represent themselves. And that's on the far right. That's the MAGA heads. And that's the fucking, Nancy Pelosi fucking ass kissers. That's everybody. You know what I'm saying? All of them. You know, none of the motherfuckers give a fuck. None of them have, look at the Republicans right now. Like, they don't have no ideology. You know what I'm saying? Their ideology, that's why it's like, even fucking Matt Gaetz was like, only reason why he was holding out on his vote was just to keep seeing how much shit he could get from fucking McCarthy. And then once McCarthy gave him everything, he was like, I really ain't got nothing else to ask for. I'm like, so you just obstructed to be an obstructionist. Like, that's you won't even want nothing. You're just doing it to do it. Like, that's what half of them was doing in the first place. Like, as far as holding their vote for him. But just the way they govern, period. Like, they ain't They don't have any serious plan to attack climate change at all. They don't believe it. They have no real agenda other than launching all these frivolous, stupid, bullshit investigations that have nothing to do with nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, so I guess have at it, But because that's what you all vote for. Like, all you wanted to do was own libs. Like, that's so. I mean, I all right. I mean, your material position, your life will not materially be improved whatsoever. Like, you're still gonna suffer. You're still gonna get your labor exploited. You know what I'm saying? You're still gonna get your wages stolen from you and carrying on. But hey, you own a lib somewhere. It's so fucking ridiculous, dude. It's so fucking ridiculous. It's so fucking ridiculous. But it's no more ridiculous than all this, oh my God, Obama save us bullshit. It's like, motherfucker, he got us in this mess. Fuck you, me. Like, what? You see what I'm saying? Like, but this is the propaganda we do. This is the propaganda we do here. Like Obama was just the fucking greatest. And I mean, yeah, he gave us health care where other people who may not have otherwise had it got it. That's, hey, all right. But what about the Bin Laden thing? Like, yeah, you got Bin Laden, but where was his trial? This like, are we allowed to just go murder people just because? You know what I'm saying? Like, or do we believe in laws here? Like, how come he was not tried and evidence brought against him and all that, and then perhaps convicted? We's like, nope, there he is, kill him. It's like, what type of shit is that? How does that make us any different from him? Like, of what we accuse him of? Or, you know what I mean? Like, how are we any different? But that's the same shit. That's the same point Vladimir Putin was saying when he was like, man, shut the fuck up, America. He was like, you're like, what about your Iraq war? Why are you talking shit about me invading Ukraine? Why you invade Iraq, who ain't had nothing to do with 9/11? Huh? And then you invaded and stayed there for 20 years. So shut the fuck up about me invading fucking Ukraine. You can kiss my ass, actually, And it's like, and he got a point. It's like two wrongs don't make it right. But it's like, how the fuck we gonna talk about him invading countries when that's what we do all the time? Like, we got bases there, motherfucker. We set up shop in y'all's country. Like, I don't know nobody in Camden, Ohio. What the fuck type shit is this? But yeah, man. So anyway, that's all I got to say about that. What my cigarettes got done? I know I ain't smoked that whole cigarette. I might have. Yeah, I did. I remember throwing it out now. I'm telling y'all, man, they don't even want y'all to know nothing. This country don't want you to know nothing. This country be like actively trying to keep motherfuckers from learning history at all. Like, they don't want you to know nothing. I mean, the media don't. The media don't want you to do nothing. Don't want you to know anything. Because if you knew the truth, you wouldn't hate Black Lives Matter. If you knew the truth, you would not be like against Antifa. Like, that don't even make sense. How you gonna be against a group whose literal name is anti-fascism, anti-fascist? Like, what are you, a fascist? Like, are you for pro-Tifa, motherfucker? Like, I don't get it. Like, like, that's so fucking dumb. And they're not even a real, like, I ain't got time. I could go all day on all this made-up fuckery that these motherfuckers are spending to keep all of us distracted. Like, that's all this shit is. Like, it's a distraction from the fact that these corporate fucking capitalists up in Washington and business owners, of course, are the ones running the country, getting their way. You know what I'm saying? They getting what they want, not us. They can give a fuck about us, is all I'm saying. And just to keep us from, like, rioting and protesting and demanding more wages and demanding, time off and family leave and, like, just shit that other countries just give their people. Like, you don't have to fucking, because they're humane. Like, they just, here, paid time off, sure. Mandatory vacation, mandatory family paid leave. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but here, none of that. None of it is mandatory. None of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't give a fuck about you, dog. You know what I'm saying? So to keep you from protesting that and rioting and using your collective power, because there's way more of us workers than there are of those capitalists. So in order to keep you all shutting the fuck up and not in the streets protesting, God forbid, We got to keep you motherfuckers distracted. Like, get mad about trans people or something, or gays, or immigrants, or migrant caravans, or I don't fuck black people. I don't fucking know. Just something. Just don't pay attention to the fact that we are raping you as a matter of course. Keep getting distracted about them trying to like satanize your children and all that carrying on, and what's happening to America and all that bullshit. All right, that's how fascism starts. That was how Hitler got famous, like, or got his rise. You know what I'm saying? It all started with this shit. Blaming all your problems on that motherfucker or those motherfuckers. Them motherfuckers is the reason that your life is fucked up. So if we just get rid of them motherfuckers, you'll be all right. You know? It's like, and that's the whole ideology. And that's the ideology now. But right now it's more like get rid of the Democrats as a whole, all of them, the black Democrats, white Democrats, gay Democrats. If you're not a Republican, and if you don't believe the election was stolen in 2020, then you can go fuck right off. Like, that's how they feel, like, straight up. Like, and that encompasses way more people. Poor people, people with money, immigrants, natural born citizens. It don't fucking matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because the Democrats is just a huge number of people. And they're just like, Democrats are the problem. You know? Whereas we aren't saying Republicans are the problem. We're not saying Trump is the problem. Oh, well, of course, corporate media is, but that's what they get paid to do. We're not saying that. We're saying capitalism is the problem. Duh. You know what I'm saying? And of course, those who perpetuate capitalism and promote and promulgate capitalism are the ones benefiting the most from it, you know? And then they want you to think that same way, you know? Because God forbid you realize the reality of your situation, which is you'll never be a capitalist, motherfucker. 99 times out of 10. Don't check the math, but 99 times out of 10, you are not going to be a capitalist in this country. If you weren't born one. Like, if you weren't already born with the means of production, you know what I'm saying? Like, you weren't already born into money, you know, and power, then you ain't going to get none. Like, most likely, you can forget it. Like, if you got to go to work every day, you can forget it. Like, you'll never get there. You better practice your jump shot or something. I don't fucking know. You better write a song, goddammit. Because if you think just working hard every day is going to get you anywhere, this ain't 1956 anymore, goddammit. They don't give a fuck about talent. They don't give a fuck about hard work, talent, a degree. None of that shit matters. None of that shit matters for real. None of it. It's almost getting to the point of just who you know. You know. So, I don't know what to tell you, man. But yeah, man, this country is fucked up. Fucked up. I heard other countries were surprised to hear that America has drug commercials. They're like, are you fucking serious right now? And I'm like, yeah. Drug commercials. Like, they can't believe we have that. Like, yeah, you gotta buy medicine here, goddammit. You want to get better, you gotta have the money to get better, goddammit. Somebody gotta have the money. You know, either you got the money or your insurance company. Somebody gotta have the money. Otherwise, hey, dog. Hey, I don't know what to tell you. You might just have to bleed out. I mean, it is what it is. America the beautiful, you know. Land of the free for who? It wasn't land of the free for the Native Americans. It wasn't land of the free for the slaves. You know what I'm saying? So land of the free for who? Home of the brave. Home of the enslaved. There's way more of us than there was people enslaving us. You know. Home of the brave. Get the fuck out of here. Let me see you control the entire slave population with just a stick. You so brave, but no, you had fucking firepower. You ain't brave. Fuck out of here, dog. Anyway, y'all, shit. I told y'all I was gonna be making videos, so let me get the fuck off of here, y'all. Shit. Gotta make some videos, son. I still don't know what I'm doing yet. Matter of fact, let me just ask y'all, man. 60 y'all here. What should I do next, man? What should my very next video be? Thank you, son. Damn, see? Capitalism, dog. You tell me your problem, and I'll tell you how capitalism is the reason for it. I don't care what your problem is. Well, so y'all ain't said nothing. Then the next song I'm gonna do, like I want to do a Megadeth song. You know what I'm saying? But We Lost You by Sepultura and Falling in Reverse, Losing My Mind. All right, I'm gonna do those real quick. Hail Satan. If I can remember those songs.